Hello, guys. Welcome to the very first and hopefully not last Sheet Load Live. I am so excited to see everybody already over there in the chat box chatting it up. Please let us know where you are watching from. If you are watching on replay, welcome. Let us know where you're watching from down in the comment section, and make sure to leave the hashtag replay before your comment. So this is a brand new series. Hopefully today we'll make it through and make some cards. I am planning to go live every month with some of my crafty friends to create with the latest sheetload of cards and chat with all of you live. If you are excited, please make sure to go ahead and give this video your stamp of approval. That is giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with a crafty friend, leaving a comment down below later to help us reach more crafters, right? I'm going to be introducing today's guest in just a little bit. I'll be bringing them onto the stage. But one thing I do want to point out, and it's scrolling along the bottom of the screen now, is that once we get into crafting, the chat is already flying. So it's probably only going to go faster as more people join us. So make sure if you have a question or a comment that is specifically for myself or one of my guests, that you let us know by putting like our YouTube channel name, our first name, or, question in all caps before your comment. So for instance, you could do Crafty Owl. What's that paper you're using? And Crafty Owl would be in caps. Now, what you can also do, so it's a little easier for me to see, and Stephanie actually just did it. If you can look at her message, if you start typing in @CallMeCraftyOwl and you're on a desktop or a laptop, it's going to let you click on my name and it highlights it for me and puts a big red box behind it. So again, that just grabs our attention. So when we can pause to kind of slow down, answer your questions, that those are easy to see. Now, one thing that I did want to point out, I had a couple starred comments. First of all, welcome to Judy. Judy became a channel member. Thank you as well to all of my channel members who are here in the chat. Their names are highlighted in a color and they have a little number after them. And not only do they support me, but guess what, guys? They keep me creating here on YouTube and SheetLoad of Cards free for all of you. Speaking of SheetLoad of Cards, I had a couple people say they hadn't downloaded the instructions yet. How do they get them? So every month in the debut video, I want you to watch that to find out how to download it. That is how I keep, also another way how I keep that free. But because this is the debut episode and everybody might not have had a chance to get that downloaded and printed, at the very bottom of the description box, I have the link to the download. If you do leave to go download it and print it, make sure when you come back that you either watch us at 2x speed until you catch up, or go ahead and click live on the video so you're right at the end with us. That way, when we do our giveaways at the end, you are here for it, all right? Because some people don't catch back up and then they're a little bit behind us. So again, let us know if you have any questions. You can download that if you want to craft along. But why don't we go ahead and bring in our guests? Are we ready, guests? Give me a thumbs up. All right. All right. First up, you know her from my SheetLoad team. You know her more recently from the Oh So Inspired collaboration, and you might know her from her channel, Yvette Olea Creates. Let's welcome Yvette. Give her a big round of applause over there in the chat. Hello, Yvette.
Hello, can you hear me? Let's make sure you get my sound.
Yes, we can. So welcome. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much for joining us. Why don't you tell everybody a little about yourself and maybe how you got started in crafting, your style, anything you wanted to share about that?
So I think I've been crafting as long as I can remember. As a child, I grew up with my mother and grandmother who were seamstresses, and my grandmother showed me how to knit and crochet. And so I kind of started with that crafty mode from the get-go. More recently, I've gotten into paper crafting, I would say about the last 7 or 8 years. And I think I have found that my preferred style is using pattern paper. And so when I came across SheetLoad, that was it for me. It was like, this is perfect. I don't have to think. Alicia did all the thinking for me. So I can make nice batches of cards and use up, well, I don't really use up my pattern paper. I don't think you can see, but I have stashes back there. So, but I use pattern paper in that way. So I've really enjoyed this. I am a mother of 4, grandmother of 10, and so I think they've taken the littles out for a bit to give me some quiet. So hopefully we won't have any 3 or 2-year-olds screaming in the background.
Well, you know what? We've probably all been there. So even if they do have a little fun in the background, I am sure that we'll be fine. I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank
And
you for having me.
yeah, hopefully we get through this, right?
Right.
Should we go ahead and welcome our second guest, third creator today? So you know her from the same places that you know Yvette from, SheetLoad of Cards team, Oh So Inspired collab team, and you might know her from Craft Roulette appearances, or when we would do Oh So Inspired live when it was a thing. Please give a big round of applause and help me welcome Toby, aka Biddy Penny. Welcome, welcome, friend.
Hello.
So glad you are
Hi, thanks
here.
for having me.
So glad.
Oh, me
Why don't
too. This
you
is going to
let,
be so much fun.
right? I hope so. I hope so. Why don't you let everybody who doesn't know you already know a little bit about you?
So, I'm a paper crafter as well. I'm obsessed with paper and paper crafting. And I've been crafting since 2016 and here on YouTube since 2020. And I just love making cards and journals and all kinds of things.
Yes, and if you, sorry, my daughter texted me. She's on her way home. I just wanted to let her know that I did get it.
That's good.
So if you watch Toby's channel, which do you prefer we call you? Do you have a preference? Because I'm probably gonna go back and forth. Toby, Biddy, Penny,
You
what do
can
you
go
want
back
to?
and forth.
Okay.
Biddy Penny is usually what I
All right.
go by, but Toby is fine. Anything.
Well,
Hey,
if you
you
watched
over
her
there making a mess. That'll work.
if you have watched her channel, you know that she usually shows us some great ways to switch up our sheet load each month. So I think today you're going to see a variety of styles between the three of us that hopefully you'll learn something new. We did go ahead, we tried to pre-cut everything, but you will see maybe some coloring or some different techniques as we craft. I'd say, ladies, I'll go ahead and remove you from the stage if you would like to switch your cameras, okay? All right. So, as I said before, at the end of the live, we will each be giving away one of our cards. So, hopefully, you can stick with us through that. I do have an alarm set for about an hour, and we'll see where we're at and probably start to kind of wind down and close up. Let's see. Don't forget if you have a question for us to go ahead and put that in. I will take care of this one really quick here. So truth here, it says, Crafty Al, does this month have 6x6 instructions also? You are in luck. Let me switch our camera, or my camera. This month is actually a special 6x6 edition. So definitely it has 6x6 instructions. Once I think both of our guests are kind of overhead ready, I'll bring them back on and I'll let them each tell you what they have. But for me, for my sets today, I'm using some new goodies from Not Too Shabby. And I pre-chose 4 pieces from the Simply Spring paper pad. And these aren't the ones I cut up, obviously, but I chose 2 different sets. And I will be doing just a little bit of stamping with the cup of tea stamp set, and it says, "Hello, sweet friend." Toby or Biddy Penny, are you ready to tell us about what you got out?
Sure.
All right. There, you're a little bit bigger
So
now.
I am working with some digitals today. Probably no surprise there. I'm kind of continuing with my Galentine's. I didn't quite make enough, so I have these fun little images of girlfriends, and these are going to be like representative of my crafty girlfriends, some grungy paper. Then I think I'm going to do just a little bit of stenciling as well. So we'll see how that goes, what it looks like. I haven't tested it yet, so we'll see if it works. But I have my little basket and I'm ready to go.
Awesome. It looked like, oh, no, there she is back on the stage. We'll add her now. All right. Yvette, are you ready to show us what you're going to be working with today?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go.
So I'm pulling in some goodies from Cat Scrappiness. I got this Bunny Hop paper pad, and this was released last year. And then I'll pull in probably some of her embellishments. They're really cute. And I did color up some of these fun Easter quokka. I always have to think how to say that. It looks like quokka, but it's quokka. And so it's this adorable stamp set. And I did have the dice, so that made it real easy to kind of cut those out and get started. But I've got all my pieces cut and ready to go.
Fabulous. Well, I say we can go ahead and get crafty. Let's go ahead and say welcome to Stephen. He might try to hide a little bit in the chat, but Stephen wants to know, did I get my sound working? So I had Stephen help me yesterday with, if you're here during a live stream when it's just me, I try to play like sound effects out loud, but I can't do it when I'm using headphones. So he helped me sent me a link to hopefully help me with that. I have not had a chance though to try it out yet, so we'll see. I did see somebody said having a hard time hearing us. Unfortunately, I don't have a Mr. Producer. You might just have to turn it up. I do have my mic in. Sorry about that. Yes, if I had a Mr. Producer, we could probably isolate one of our sounds and increase it. If I am especially loud compared to everybody else, I can switch to my mic though. Let me know that. Right now I'm using my my earbud. I call it a headbud, sorry. One thing I did forget to mention, I'm going to be making clear cards today. So if you haven't been around my channel long, these are one of my favorites. So I made myself some clear card bases and then some inner card bases to go in there.
I love it. You got me started making clear cards a couple of years ago. Fun.
One of my favorites. Oh, and Steve, I know that Biddy Penny and Yvette kind of shared what they were using. Just so you know, they did pre-send me some of the items that they're showcasing. Like for Yvette, it's cat scrappiness, and for Biddy Penny, she sent me a couple Etsy accounts. So those are linked in the description box below. And I did also link the products that I'll be using. So if you do go and want to recreate anything we do here today, using those links is appreciated. I don't know if I'll be able to. Yvette, Amy says, is the animal stamp you're using an international animal?
I think it's an animal from Australia, if I remember correctly.
I think it might be too, yeah. From down under.
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully my ATG doesn't like scream in your ear.
And I hadn't really heard of the quokkas until I started working with all these lovely cat scrappiness goodies, and she has a myriad of little quokka images.
Yes. And she's like dress up ones, right?
Yes,
for different
she has little for different holidays. She has little crafty quokkas, really cute ones.
Fantastic. So I already let my guests know that if they're doing something special that they might like to be highlighted, to let me know. But if any of you want to see, like, you know, if you notice like Yvette or Biddy Penny is doing something that you want to see more close up, let me know in the chat and I'll try to enlarge them, you know, to this view, and then I can just, you know, switch us out. So you can let me know that. If you are crafting
Probably should have done.
Yeah. Go ahead, Toby.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say I probably should have done this beforehand, but I didn't know I wanted to. I just cut it right there in the green room. So sorry for all the ink blending, everyone.
What? No, they want to see that. I told everybody to kind of prepare, but we definitely do want to be showing, you know, the process of some things. So
Yeah.
Sharon wants to know, are you each using a SheetLoad design? Which one? Sharon, we will be using the latest one when we go live each month. So this is February 2024. Hopefully it will be a monthly thing. You know, you guys will have to let us know after our stream if you want us to do this again.
I've done SheetLoad live on my channel before, and I think that people really enjoy seeing the process.
I hope so. Now, I have done live SheetLoads with
moves,
channel members. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but let us know if you're crafting along or just watching in the chat. Amy would like to know, Biddy Penny, do you remember where you got that stencil from?
Just saw that. This is a Prima stencil. I don't know what it's called. It actually came in a Dreams Etc. kit recently. And so I don't know what it's called, but it's Prima marketing stamp or stencil, sorry. And I don't have the packaging near me, but I can try to find it before the end or let you know.
Yep, and I can always, if you do find it, let me know and I can add it.
Awesome.
That's such a pretty stencil. See, now I
It
have to make sure
is.
I don't get distracted with what the two of you are doing and focus on what I'm doing.
I'm just
I
the
keep looking up
opposite.
as well.
I'm just the opposite. I get so focused on what I'm doing at the end. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I didn't even see any of the process.
It was so fun watching you and Mary craft last night on Craft Roulette, Alicia.
I had a blast. And speaking
You
of
did
that,
awesome.
thank you. I got super nervous when the parameters came up. I kind of have forgotten that feeling about, being nervous or not knowing what I'm going to be creating. I'd kind of forgotten about that, and it just hits you. I don't know about you, but all of a sudden you're like, "Oh man, I'm supposed to be doing something."
Right?
If you didn't see Craft Roulette last night, I believe I did link it in the description box below. So you can go check out the replay when we are done here. Okay, so I have gotten a lot here. Let me see. Stephanie says, I'm trying to get my stuff together to craft along, but you are so positively distracting. Sorry, Stephanie. I know it might be hard to kind of chat and watch. Heather Wang has a question for Biddy Penny. What is the ink you are using?
I'm using Distress Oxide. I used Villainous Potion as my purple, and right now I'm using Black Soot and Distress Ink. And I'm glad you said something because I just realized I was using my oxide brush. That's not good. But here we are. I'm still trying to figure out if this is going to work. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's going to work. Yay.
Okay, good. I did see that Nightbot, I'll try to come back to the questions, but I did just see Nightbot popped up this. So every once in a while, Nightbot is just an automated assistant. It will be kind of putting out links, to which I forgot, if you don't subscribe to Biddy Penny or Yvette, those links are in the description box, but Nightbot will also be giving them to you. But one thing I do want to let you know about is that probably shortly after this live stream at 4 o'clock Central today, Lynn of LV Handcrafted has a live. So I hope that you'll check that out. I do have my video set up, so it should be an automatic redirect. It might ask you if you want to go, or if you have autoplay on, it might take you right there. But I hope that you will go check out her video when you're done.
Lynn is so much fun.
Yes. Okay, and then Truth here at Crafty Owl, what scoreboard? You might be asking, here. Sorry, let me get me in the bigger screen. So I use this to help me line up my pieces today, you might have seen, but this is the Scorebud Mini, I think it's called. It is in inches, and it has a line every 1/8, which I love. We'll watch Yvette color a little bit there. I see you're using some Spectrum Noir markers.
Yeah, these are relatively new to me, but I'm really liking them because like I said, I like to just play. I don't want to have to think. So if I have to think about what colors to pick to blend, that just takes the fun out of it. So with these, I really don't have to because it has the light, the medium, and the dark of whatever color it is you're using. So that does make me able just to focus on playing.
I totally agree with that. I use the tri-blends for a long time. Now mine are a different color. So are yours the brush tip? Is that what you're using?
Yes, mine are the brush
Okay.
tip.
Yes, it was very nice to have all your colors right there. I agree. I might have missed. Let me know if I miss anybody's questions. I hope to get one card done today. Amy says, do you participate in no buys or low buys like Biddy Penny? I try every few months to kind of reel my purchasing in. I don't think I could ever do a no buy because when I am told no, then that's all I want to do, right? So um, I do have a set amount though each month that I do get to spend, on fun stuff for myself. Sometimes I'll be like 3 months ahead, like I won't have money for, months. And then all of a sudden I have 2 or 3 months saved up. But I definitely am trying more to use what I have. How about, so Biddy Penny, are you doing a no buy or low buy now?
Yes, I am. 3 months of a no buy right now. I started in January. Well, actually, it started the day after Christmas. Really started
Okay.
it. But I mean, I haven't been perfect. But I have to say that I'm on a no buy and work towards a no buy because if I do low buy, I'm getting better every year. Let's just say that. But I'm definitely not perfect.
Yeah.
But I've been really transparent and sharing on my channel.
Good. How about you, Yvette? Do you do no buys and low buys?
So in 2022, I did a full year of no buy successfully.
Wow.
The only thing that we were allowed to buy were, our little replenishables like paper for your card bases, glue, things like that. But I managed. I used what I had and didn't buy anything. Now 2023 rolled around and oh boy.
Did you make up for lost time?
I made up for 2022. And I'm keeping along that same spending. Well, I'm really careful about what I spend on. I kind of have to. I picked up the habit when I was in the no buy of looking at what I have. Let's say for example, I see the stamp set that I just absolutely have to have it. It's just beautiful. I can't do without it. Then I have to think, wait, do I have something similar? So I kind of go through my stash and look, and if I do, well, I'm not gonna buy that. If I don't have something similar, I'll still put it in my basket, leave it there for a day or two. If I haven't gone back to my basket after a day or two, it wasn't that important to me, so I don't buy it.
Okay. I think those are some good tips right there. I will try to keep that in mind. Let's see here. Sorry, I am probably going to butcher this name. Now I can't find it. Somebody wanted to see, Yvette, a close-up of your brush tip. Could you maybe hold that up to the camera?
Sure.
All right, thank you. Hopefully
So
that will
here's
help.
the light, and then you have the medium, and then you'll have the dark on the opposite end. So you have all three.
Love it, love it. Let's see what Biddy Penny is up to here. Getting her center
Forcing
strips
this
for the
purple to work.
Love it. And here I am. I'm just here. You got it. I have just been trying to get my pattern papers on my inner cards and trying to watch chat. So let's see here. If I missed anybody's question, again, make sure to either put my name all in caps or Yvette's or Biddy Penny's, but just re-put your question in. All right. because I thought I had missed maybe one or two. All right. Danya, I will try to remember that. It was Danya's Doodles that wanted to see your brush tip, Yvette. Yeah, I would. That is not how I was going to pronounce your name. I was going to do Dania.
I think you do a pretty good job with names, Alicia. Most people, for some reason, think my last name is Irish and say Oli.
Oh, for that one, I do, if I have any questions, I usually try to go to YouTube videos to see if the person says it. But if I do have a question, I usually like to ask because I get called usually everything but the correct pronunciation. So I do try to be a little bit mindful of that for others. Like there's 4 or 5 different ways probably to pronounce my name, but I do pronounce it Alicia, rhymes with Patricia. But yeah, so I do try to be good about that.
I think names are important. I learned early on in my career to get somebody's name right is very important. It's who we are. It's our identity.
Yeah, and I am pretty shy and reserved. So, like if I start working somewhere, I never know the point at which to correct somebody. And then it gets to the point where now if I correct them, it's way too late.
Right. And
So
it
I'm
feels
whatever you
awkward.
want. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I can see that. People have got my name wrong altogether. I worked at a school site and I had somebody call me. I've been called Yolanda. I've been called Yvonne, but just not Yvette. Maybe because it starts with a Y, they went with Yolanda or Yvonne.
Yeah, they just see the Y and make up the rest.
Mm-hmm.
I have a similar issue. I get called Sophie. People just don't want to hear Toby when they hear a woman's voice. I've found like over the phone,
Uh-huh.
customer service representatives and things. So they call me Sophie and Tony and all kinds of things, but Toby.
But
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's why I
Sophie
tell
is the
people
most
just call
common.
me Crafty Owl. If you don't want to try to remember, I'm good with Crafty Owl
Right?
too. I'll answer to it.
that'll work.
Lynn is in the chat. Welcome, Lynn. Thanks for coming. And hello and welcome to
Hey,
everybody else who
Lynn.
has dropped in.
It's wonderful seeing so many friends here.
Yeah.
And I know there's lots of new friends I haven't met yet.
I believe we are trying to stream to Yvette's channel at the same time. So if you are on her channel, will you put like hashtag Yvette in the chat, and that way I know if it's actually working from there, if I can see your comments, because I was kind of wondering about that. This is my first time hosting more than just myself on StreamYard and somebody possibly streaming to their channel. So
And I'm trying to get the courage up to go live on my channel. So this is kind of a good test run for me.
yeah, you can definitely, you've been on Lynn's lives. You can definitely do it.
Like the technology part. I'm not afraid of technology. My job before I retired was updating our district website. So I'm not
Oh, okay.
afraid of technology,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I even had my son come over. He has his own YouTube channel, and I said, "Help! Tell me how I can um, have 2 devices going." And we tried with the camera I have, and he's like, "Mom, I think you need a different camera. That one's not working. Check this, check that." So I haven't gotten to play with the settings in my actual camera. I'm using my phone right now.
Okay.
we'll get there.
Yep, I used my phone until I couldn't anymore. So let's see. Tracy, not afraid of color. She says you should be able to see them with an icon next to the name in StreamYard. Thank you. After you said that, I did look, and it looks like Stamper Girl is coming in from Yvette's channel. So that's cool.
Yay!
Yay, yay.
Hi,
And then Elisa wants to know, Yvette, what brand are your tricolor markers?
Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend brush markers. Let's see if I put that up a little bit higher. And I think I just bought the set on Amazon, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yeah, I bought my bullet tip ones on Amazon. And then Amy, I think, has a great question for Biddy Penny. So let me make you big. Do you have suggestions of places to donate cards? I did cards for cancer when Biddy Penny donated there. Yes, I do not. So I bet Biddy Penny has some answers maybe for us.
Well, I saw that question. I thought it was for you.
Well, I'm just going to pass the buck to you.
Well, hi, Amy, and thanks for sending them to Carla. At Cards for Cancer, she's always still accepting cards. Last year, she got her nonprofit status, so that's always still a great place to send them. Mindless Crafting does a lot of card drives, well, a couple a year. There's Cards for Soldiers, there's Cards for Cubs, and then if you want to do a local organization like a nursing home in your area or something like that, the best thing to do is just call them or reach out. They usually have someone, and they typically are prepared for your card questions of what they will accept and what they won't. Typically, glitter is off the table. But they may not accept like religion, cards that have anything to do with like religion. So you just kind of have to check with each organization, but in your own neighborhood is also a good place to start. Churches, is another idea.
Love it. Thank you so much. Yes, I used to give my extra cards to my mom, but she passed in May. So yes, I liked your idea about, I do want to give to local nursing homes, and I didn't really know that, they might have guidelines or that I could just call them. So that was great. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I want to just show you my clear card base. So my clear card opens left to right, and then I have the inner card open top to bottom. And the cardstock that I use, which I do have linked below, does sit up straight, and you can fold it and just fold it and burnish the fold with your fingers. You don't need any special tools or anything. Angie says, have you ever considered doing a sheet load using 4.5 by 6.5 paper? I have more than that, than 6 by 6. I don't have any 4.5 by 6.5 inch paper, and I don't know if it would allow me to really make more than one card per piece. So since I like to get, as many cards as possible out of it, I don't know that I'll do that. You could check out Jess Crafts, her channel. I know that sometimes she does different size papers. Does anybody else in the chat maybe have suggestions, or here on the live stream?
I've not heard of that size. Is that the European size? Is that
like if you go to Hobby Lobby,
kind of typical for like A4 paper? Mm-hmm.
If you go to Hobby Lobby, it's like the ones to kind of mat a 4 by 6 card. It's just slightly bigger than a 4 by 6.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever seen those little pads there.
I was 0 days old when I heard of that size.
Oh gosh, sorry, I gotta get a drink now. About started choking. So Amy, and again, sorry, Amy, where do you get the clear card bases? So sorry, I had to get a drink. These are actually 8.5 by 11 clear sheet. They are binding covers, like presentation binding covers. So they're 8.5 by 11. So I just cut it in half and fold it in half like a normal card base. Again, I do have a link down in the description box below to the clear, I call it clear cardstock, but they're presentation covers. But I do have a link down below so you can go check it out. Now, if you don't want to buy a whole lot, what I would suggest is going to your local FedEx Kinko's or Office Depot or Office Max. And if they do binding there, ask them if you can just buy a couple of their clear covers and give it, give it a test. I think what I buy is 10 mil clear, report covers. So it is on the thicker side. Oh, Tiffany here. I see somebody said hello to Tiffany. Welcome, Tiffany Solorio. I keep forgetting which side I need to put my cards on. So Tiffany has a class coming up I want to take.
Summit, huh?
Yes, they are.
Oh, awesome. What is the class, Alicia?
It is Distress Watercolor Pencils, which I definitely would need some help with. So it looked like a very reasonable price. So if you guys have Distress Watercolor Pencils, it's one of those things that kind of sits in my drawer that I don't ever use, and I would like to. So.
I never bought them because I already had some. Not distress, obviously, but watercolor pencils. But they're so tempting.
I was trying to find mine. I have to open up all my drawers. So it's using these, and I bought them because I saw somebody use a certain stamp set with these. I'm like, oh, it was late at night. I totally ordered these when I shouldn't have been ordering. Like, I was up in bed. Let me know if anybody else does that. That is not when you should be ordering at midnight.
Yeah, on my no buy and my low buys, those are I established like different rules for myself, like no purchases between 10 and 8 a.m., like 10 p.m. and 8 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I just don't allow myself to do it. And because I've been doing a low buy for a couple of years now, but now that I'm on a no buy for the next, I'm a month and a half in and I have a month and a half to go, so I'm halfway there.
Good job.
But I have noticed that I make purchases when I'm tired, hungry, stressed, overworked. Like those are my weak points. Otherwise, I'm pretty easily able to resist temptation. That's when temptation gets me.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
They look like great. I mean, they look awesome, and I love all things pencils. So I've practiced excellent restraint not getting those because I love watercolor. I watercolored my craft roulette cards last week.
Oh, nice. Okay, I know that I've missed a lot of questions. Let me look back through here real quick. Don't forget either like put Biddy Penny or Yvette or Crafty out all in caps in front of your question or tag me. Susan said, I absolutely love the clear document holders for sorting paper. They are working well for me. Great. Yes, I love mine as well. And I ruined one of my clear card bases, so I will show you guys how I cut and fold these in just a minute. The one thing with the clear cardstock is, and especially with the ATG, I accidentally set it down on my cardstock that already had glue or ATG on it, and I couldn't peel that back up for my clear card. So that's one thing to note. Once it's down, it's down. Oh, Biddy Penny helped out Megan. Megan says, thinking of your no-buy guidelines helped me spend a lot less on craft supplies in January.
Yay! I'm so glad, Megan. That's awesome.
And then Mary, she has Biddy Penny
Glad
in all
it helped.
caps. Yeah. Mary wants to know, Biddy Penny, will you have any in-house classes this year?
I'm not planning on it. I had the in-person class with two friends in December, and it was a whole lot of fun. But, so many of my friends are virtual and they can't make it to Texas. I understand that.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm going to put all that time and energy into what I'm doing, that it's better to do virtual. But I had just started memberships on my channel in January. So people who are members on there, kind of the whole perk of being, I have three levels of membership, but for um, the mid and top tiers, kind of the perks there is that you get classes, basically. You get private um, videos that no one else gets, exclusive content showing how to make different things. So that's kind of, I guess, where I'm putting my energy this year is in my membership content and providing exclusive content there.
Fantastic. I see. Oh, it looked like Yvette almost like had a card almost together, and I missed it here. Oh yes, here, let me make you big. Aw,
One done. Yay!
I'm so
Oh,
excited.
love
That's so
it.
cute.
Isn't that cute?
That is adorable. Very
And
good.
then you can use this, the sentiments I chose weren't necessarily Easter. I could say, I'm so excited. And then inside for your birthday or for to
Yeah,
have you as my friend or to spend time with you, just change it up to work for what you need.
exactly. Excellent. I need to find, oh, I said I need to find my printable, but it's what I had beside me here. So now what I'm going to do, one thing I like about clear cards is you can have a lot of dimension without necessarily using like foam, foam behind everything. Because what I'm going to do now, so I have my card inside. Now I'm going to take the the little horizontal strips, and those will actually go on the front of the card. So you have that when it's kind of open, it's more it's a little bit more dimension. Hopefully that makes sense. Tiffany says she loves that, Yvette. And then
Thank you, Tiffany.
Sherry has a question for Biddy Penny. What are the no buy guidelines?
Well, I think everyone has to kind of set them for yourself. But the ones that I have for myself right now, I'm on a 3-month no buy. And it's things like one of the questions I ask myself is, will this product be available in 3 months? Because I know that that's the end of the period. So I ask myself, will this be available then? That's been one of my top questions. Of course, do I have something like this in my stash or something that I can use and I focus on technique instead of product. So when I look at the amazing things that everyone makes, I look at it and say, what is the style or technique that they're showcasing, and can I do it with products that I already have? And most of the time, the answer is yes. There's very few exceptions to that rule unless it's something really specialized, like a better press, you know,
Mhm.
or a really intricate die or something like that. But most of the time, the answer to that question is yes. So, and then also, like I set these rules for myself, like not shopping between certain times or checking in with my emotions and seeing, like, is it something that I really want or is it something that can wait? Um, you know, how many times will I use this and what ways will I use this product? So kind of one and done, or will I be able to get a lot of use out of it? So I kind of just run through, um, I check in with myself and I kind of run through a list of questions. And I guess that's how I'm staying on track, if that answers the question.
I think you have some great great parameters or guidelines for yourself. That was helpful. Thank you. I am going to make
Yeah.
myself big because I get this question a lot about my ATG. Can you show me how to load it? Well, mine just happened to, sorry, that's loud. Mine just happened to run out of adhesive, so I will show you how I refill it. And unfortunately, Tracy, Nightbot cannot give out links unless I would have pre-programmed them. Yvette, some people are wanting to know about your tri-blend markers. Did you want to send me a link for those after the live so I could add to the description box?
Yes, I'll do that as soon as we're done with
Okay.
the live.
All right. So here I have my tape. Again, I get mine from Tape Jungle. I don't have an affiliate link with them, but they did give me a discount code for you guys to use. You can save 10%, and it's down in the description box below. It's it's not the name brand Scotch, but if you buy a case at a time, which I know it's a lot, it's like 144, they're just a little over $1 a roll. So I buy these 144 rolls at a time because I go through adhesive like crazy. But a lot
I
of
did
people
the
kind
same
of,
thing, Alicia, and mine have lasted me. I've probably had them for 3 years, and I'll probably need to order some in the next month or two.
well, hey, if you want to save some money, I have that code.
Yay!
All right. If I missed a question, put it back in there, please, everybody. Welcome to people who just joined us. We are doing a little SheetLoad live here. It's the first time, and I know some people already let us know that they definitely want more SheetLoad lives. But don't forget, if you are enjoying this, to give the video your stamp of approval by giving it a thumbs up, maybe sharing it with a crafty friend. And I have lost something.
I laugh because I totally understand.
I started to put adhesive on the back of this and my ATG ran out. And then, oh, no, there it is. It was on my Score Buddy because I was using that. Um, let's see. Stephanie says, once more, the big goodie box is not going to Germany. I think that might have to do with Craft Roulette last night.
Mm-hmm.
Amy wants to know, she's very interested in your no buy, Biddy Penny. Are you
Okay.
gonna continue it after the 3 months?
I'm debating that, honestly, because it hasn't been like a total success. I think I spent like $25 last month. So, but this month I have been doing well. So I'm debating it.
Okay.
If I don't continue it, I'm going to do a low buy with specific, like a specific budget, like what you talked about. I'm going to give
Okay.
myself a very specific budget, and that's it.
Mhm.
When it's gone, it's
Yeah.
gone. So, yeah, I'm still weighing it out. It's hard, and not to make excuses for myself, but it's hard when you are you know, when you have a channel and there's certain projects or
Mm-hmm.
certain things that you want to do and that you want to share with people, and, you know, to be on a no buy, it limits what I can share with others.
Yeah.
So, because I've never, you know, it's like no pressure if you buy the things that I show on my channel or not. I don't care. I don't use a lot of affiliate links, and that's, you know, it's just not a big part of what I'm doing. But
Mm-hmm.
there's just certain things I won't be able to show if I don't purchase them. So that's the hard part, is being like a content creator and being limited in that way.
Yep, that makes sense. And Mary said, let me pull up her question. Mary said that I made that tape change look so easy. It takes me forever and a ton of waste. Mary, I do kind of have it down to a science. Like, I can change it in probably under a minute. I've never timed myself, but once you know how to do it, it can go pretty quick. But yes, it used to, because I used to change it so infrequently, I would forget every single time. But now that I make a sheet load of cards every month, it goes pretty quick.
It just, when you said changing it pretty quick, it made me think of like NASCAR when they're changing the wheels. You just see Crafty Al like changing her ATG gun.
I love that.
It might make me nervous if I had a camera. Well, sorry, I guess I did have a camera on me. But if I
Right?
was in a race, it would make me nervous.
If someone's life depended on you loading the ATG gun correctly.
That probably would not go so well. Amy does want me to time myself next time. I'll see. Well, I guess I could probably go back to the tape. I could probably pull the tape later and see how long that took me. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll take a look, check in with everybody there. So, Yvette, how many of your cards have you gotten completed?
3.
Okay. And how many did you cut to make today?
I cut for the sheet load. I cut for
Okay.
8.
All right. I did too, but I don't think there's any way I'll get them all done.
I think I'm always challenging myself, and you know, I'm that type A personality that if someone says you can't do it, I say, you want to bet? So I do that to myself. I think, oh, I can't do that. Oh, want to bet?
There you go. You will get 8 cards done today.
Is that type A or is that determination?
You know, I'm a Capricorn. It's probably part of that. It's out of so many things. I'm a middle child. All those things kind of play into it.
Right.
So I did already kind of pre-set up my sentiment, which if you're a channel member, you have access to this SVG. I did ahead of time make sure that it looked okay, but I'm just stamping with Cilantro ink because there were some greens in all of my pattern papers that I thought that this would be a little bit different than black and bring in some more color. If I can find my semicircles now. Oh, there they are. All right, I saw someone, and hold on. I always have to look on one chat for the chats and then over. Anita said, I want more lives, and will there be a replay? Yes, after this is over, there will be a replay. It does usually take, for some reason, a few hours for like the live chat to show back up. But yes, you can definitely go back and watch anything you missed, and it will be available. Julie said that she missed the first 15 minutes. Did you say how to cut down your paper? I didn't, Julie. One thing we did prepare, we went ahead and cut our papers because you can download the February 2024 SheetLoad of Cards, and then it will have all of your cutting instructions that you need. And as a special little thing today, normally you need to watch the debut video to find the link to the printable, but I do have a link as well at the very bottom of the description box today. What I have noticed
I made
is
a total
that,
boo-boo when I was cutting mine,
what happened?
which I'm working on right now. So on the page of the matting layers, sorry, my fingers are so inky. I accidentally cut the right side before the bottom. I should have cut the bottom first. So what happened was I ended up with
Yeah,
some smaller pieces like this. So I'm just, because my style of paper today is kind of grungy, I'm just going with it and I'm kind of
there you
mending.
go.
So if y'all cut something wrong, I mean, it may not work for you depending on your style, but for me, I can take these two pieces, I'm putting them together, and then kind of make it work moment, y'all. I was not going to cut into a whole nother piece of paper because of that little boo-boo.
I do
Right?
not
I've
blame
done
you.
that. I've done that. And then I hide it behind a sentiment or some, I find a way to disguise my little boo-boos.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. So I don't know if you would have wanted to see me cut my paper.
I did do the same thing as you on one of my sheets too, but luckily I had some scraps. So, um, Toby and Yvette, that was our 1 hour alarm. Can you believe this has
No.
What?
flown by?
Oh my gosh.
So I
Okay,
would
so
say, oh
Wow.
goodness, why don't we try to finish up maybe one card? I know Yvette's way ahead of us, but I will try to get a sentiment on at least one of my cards and some ephemera. And then we will work on closing up and kind of doing the giveaways.
that sounds like fun.
Wow, that flew by, you
Sounds good.
guys.
We can do that.
Right? I
I
didn't
am
realize it
shocked.
was an hour already.
Yeah.
I love I think it was all the engagement from everyone in the chat.
Yes.
I think so.
Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you for being here with your questions and your comments. I know that I missed a lot. I will go back once that live chat repopulates and rewatch it and look at everybody's comments. If you do have any questions though that we didn't answer or that you come up with later, make sure to leave them in the comment section. And if it's something specifically for one of the guests, I will reach out and let them know, or maybe they'll check it. And again, we'll update the description box with if we have any more links, even if they're affiliate or not, just so you can check out items if you want. And then Camper 1965 says she would love it if we did this again. Well, I hope everybody's liking it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you do. And then as soon as I know when next month's will be, which I think when I do them, it will have to be kind of in the middle of the month because the beginning and the end of the month are always so crazy for me.
Same here.
But yeah. I do see a question. Heather has a question. Heather says, do you have a tip on cutting the semicircles? So they are just straight half circles, Heather. So, if you pick a 3-inch circle, you cut it at 1.5 inches. This was the printable calls for a 2.5-inch circle. So you could cut a 2.5-inch circle, then just cut it at 1.25. You can use different shapes too. You don't have to use the semicircle. But again, if you are a channel member, you do have access to that SVG file. Lori wants us to do it again. Well, good. I'm glad. So I don't know if they'll always be on Saturdays. It was convenient today because my husband is on shift this week, so he's not home during, the weekend day that I just have time here. So, all right. Paula ordered some of the tape. Excellent. I hope you got that discount fix. You saved your money. And Stephanie says, this is a very inspiring session. Please do it again. Also, the timing is great. Yes, you manage from Germany. What are you, probably 7 hours ahead of us, Stephanie? My husband's from the Netherlands, and I think he's 7, and he grew up right next to the German border. Sharon says, what do you mean by channel member? So Sharon, I have everybody can be a subscriber. It's free, but I do have some people who support me each month that starts at $1.99, and they are my channel members. So they get special perks, and they help keep the SheetLoad of Cards free for everybody that is a subscriber. If you want to know more, I know that Nightbot should be throwing that link every once in a while, but it's also toward the top of the description box, I think, or click on join under this video. And even if you click on join, like over on Biddy Penny's channel too, even if you click on join, it doesn't automatically make you become a member, but it gives you more information. All right. Oh, Stephanie speaks Dutch. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna try to put one card together, you guys. So and then we'll
You can do it.
Take your time.
Yeah,
take your time.
That's easier said than done. Biddy Penny, do you have a card completely done already?
I do. I'm just going
Okay.
until you make me stop.
Okay, all right. Well, then I will.
Until the time is right.
Okay.
So I told her to take her time. That way I can get mine done.
Oh, that's right. You wanted to get all 8 of yours done. How close are you?
I'm on number 5. No, I'm number 6.
I'll finish a blue one and a pink one. How about that?
All right. I'll do it. Let me get.
I have 3 done.
Awesome.
It's
so
just
I
like a gluing stage.
Yeah, now I just have to pick out ephemera, and that could be a tough part. Looks like everybody is having fun. Awesome, awesome. Love it. Bringing in my big blue rolls of foam tape now, and I'm just going to put some on the back of my ephemera, because that is the one thing I will pop up. I know that I said the clear cardstock helps you get a lot of dimension without foam, but I do want a little dimension. Right, so here we have ephemera makes cards so quick and easy to go together.
Absolutely.
And I will do one of the pink ones.
The hard part is picking which ephemera to use when you have really cute ephemera to choose from.
I would agree. That right now is the hardest part. And guess what, though? I've lost the ephemera, so it might not make any difference. Oh, no, here it is.
I was making some hearts for Random Act of Kindness the other day, and they're pretty large hearts. They're like 4 inches by 5 inches, and somehow I still lost one in the process of making. I started out with 5, I ended up with 4, and then I moved my chair, and I was like, oh, well, there's the other heart. It had fallen off my desk. Struggle is real sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, not in time for any of the sewing or anything, but that was okay.
Oh, wow. Megan has assembled 8 cards except for the sentiments and ephemera. Awesome.
Good job, Megan.
Megan. Awesome.
And as soon as I get my ephemera on this second card, we will do our drawing, which I'll tell you how that's going to work. Now, Yvette, you can keep working to try and get your 8 cards done, maybe?
Does it look like I'm going faster? I feel like I've sped up.
Let's see.
Well, now I have to, I thought I had a good ephemera picked out, but it's a little bit too big for the left. So you have some more time now.
Awesome.
Oh, look at
I love
that
how
cute little
different our
guy.
color palettes are.
Yes. Okay, I think this is a hedgehog, right? Is that a hedgehog? I think I'm gonna put that on there.
Oh, that one's so cute.
Adorable.
See, you're distracting me.
Oh, that was my snooze button from the 1 hour.
Uh-oh.
Now I stopped it now. It won't remind us anymore.
So glad.
So, Yvette, did you do kind of a mask making style today? Obviously, I was busy crafting, so I didn't really get to watch you, but how did you get your cards done so quickly? Because you had to
Well,
color.
I did. I colored most of them off camera, and I colored a few. So I was pretty much I had all my pieces ready to go, so it was kind of assembling. Now, typically what I would have done is gone through and, for example, done all this pieces first, and then gone through and done all my circles or semicircles, and then done the final attaching to the cards last. But I'm kind of going a little bit one at a time, just to try and get them all done.
I did kind of the mask making style of trying, well, kind of. I just kind of did it. I went back and forth between, working on one portion at a time and getting
Yeah, that's
enough for
kind of what I
big
did,
cards.
I think.
I see you have a
Okay.
question. Hi, Joy. Hi, Carmen. I'm making A2 cards today.
No, you're not.
Stop.
I am. You want me to measure it for you? Let me get a ruler out.
Yeah, hold up. We're gonna
I
make
can
you big
prove
because we
it.
need
That's
proof.
4 1/4 by 5 1/2. For anybody questioning.
Well, good for you.
That's so funny.
All right, should we stop now and we'll show a couple finished cards or whatever?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna press the highlight button so whoever goes big will show us first.
Oh,
Bitty Penny.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So I almost made it. I have the pieces for 2 more cards. I need to put the sentiment on this one, but here are my completed cards. I mean, I say they're completed, but I kind of wanted to add gems to them. So I guess I'll have to post a picture on Instagram when I'm done with them. And at the first of every month, I always share everything I made the month before. So that'll be another way you can see them. But I did the belly band thing again and
Okay,
made these
yeah.
little cards with the ladies. And some of them say, "You're in my heart every day." And then others say, "May a happy star always light your path." And I just love these images. Each one's different, really different color palette. I wasn't sure that the purple was going to work, but I thought the purple and green would be really pretty together. And I like them. I like what
You
the
have
purple
gotten
brought.
positive comments about that pop of purple. I know I've seen that go by. So they're liking that purple.
Oh, cool. So others liked it too. Good,
Yes.
good.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, that's my sheet load so far.
Excellent. All right, Yvette, you are up next. Look at that. Did you get them all
Did it.
done?
Got them all done except for I didn't add my little embellishments, so I'll go back
Okay.
and add some of these. But I got them all done. Colored my little quackas ahead and used
Impressive.
the leftover for the flags on the inside so that this was a no waste sheet load. I used all
Yay.
of my cardstock. So I think they turned out really cute.
They are super cute. Oh my gosh, so adorable. I love those little quokkas with
I
their
try.
little bunny ears, especially the ones with the little bunny ears. I love those.
Right? Aren't they cute?
All
And I
right,
colored
now
a few a different
Adorable.
color than a quokka would be in real life. But you know, these are cards. This isn't a real life quokka I'm attaching.
yes, exactly. All right, here's a look at the two that I got finished. So I did one in each of the pairs of pattern papers. I just randomly, for this one, I just pulled out the first piece of ephemera that would kind of fit over there. I thought that was cute. And
Oh, I love
clear
those.
card. And last night on Craft Roulette, Mary Gunn told me somebody used printer paper on the inside of her card to keep it light. So that's what I did. It's just a little piece of printer paper cut down in there. And
Oh, that's a
then
good idea.
I had to use that little hedgehog. So same sentiment, just different. And now, ladies, if I will remove you from the stage, if you want to get your cameras back up to your faces, all right?
That sounds good.
All right, see you
Awesome.
in a
Will
minute.
do.
Hello to those of you who have not seen our faces today. Thank you so much for being here. We are now going to start the giveaway. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to tell you specific hashtags here in a minute that you will need to type into the chat box one time if you would like to win one of our cards. Now, I today we're going to try something a little bit different than normal. Normally, I give you one hashtag and it would be for any cards that are given away. But today, and you can enter to win all three of ours, I will give you a hashtag for each of us that you will put in if you want to win our card. And we'll do three separate drawings. And that way, I'll kind of know which card you're going to be getting. It's going to be easier for me to keep track of. And like if you don't want a clear card, then you don't have to enter to win mine. You do have to be present here to win. If you do win, I'm going to tell you how to claim your card after the winners are drawn. You do need to claim that card within 24 hours of the live stream ending. I will get your address to whoever's card you win. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Toby's ready to come back on. Did I miss anything? So we'll do the hashtag. You have a couple minutes to get it in. So you want to make sure you're live with us now. So go ahead and fast forward if you hear this and you're not quite caught up. But yeah, so you can enter. Oh, that's what it was. You can enter to win all three of the cards if you want, but you can only win one card today. So, like, if you win the first card, then please don't put a hashtag in for the remaining two. And I was just going to go alphabetical by our first names. So
Perfect.
once I think we'll give Yvette some time to get on. She can come in. We'll go ahead. I'll get mine started. So if you would like to win my card, there you are. All right. I was going to go ahead, Yvette, and going to draw for my card. If you would like to win it, hold up. Let me get over there. You are going to type one time into the chat hashtag Crafty Owl. So that is hashtag CRAFTYAL. You don't want any spaces and you have to have the hashtag. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to get that entered. Now, if you do happen to type it and you notice an error, retype it, get your entry. But just you don't have to put it over there 10 times because you do only get one entry when it is typed in correctly. And while we're
Good luck,
waiting, we have
everyone.
yes, good luck. And I wish we had, let's see how many people. You guys, there are 205 people. I wish we had 205 cards to give away, but we literally would be
Me
here
too.
all day.
Right?
Can I show real quick? I forgot to share. Look at this cute
Oh, yes.
shirt
Hold on.
my
Let me make
sister
you
gave
big. I can somehow make you big. Hold on one second. We
me.
can, that'll still be collecting. Here we are.
So I have this
Aw.
shirt that my sister gave me. It was either for Christmas or my birthday. My birthday is 2 days before Christmas, so I sometimes confuse which gift was which. But she gave me this shirt. This is my card making shirt.
That is
So
so fun.
I love
thank
Oh my
you,
that.
gosh.
Lisa, for the wonderful shirt.
That is so fun. All right, we have about 45 seconds for this first one, and I'll do the drawing. I did hear my daughter. She must have made it home safe because I hear her walking around upstairs.
Oh, good.
That's always safe.
All
Well, you
right,
just have to come take the scissors out of my hand because I'm finishing these.
that's okay. You can keep working. Okay.
I'm
Now I
done.
know.
I've made my 8.
Yay!
Yay!
I know that you guys couldn't hear it because, of course, I've got to figure out that audio, but the timer is done. So let me make a note here who wins mine. Now, when you fill out the form later, whatever you put in as the username has to be what shows up when the drawing is made. All right. So you'll see a name on a screen here in a minute. That needs to be your username. And then you'll give me your address, which card you won, all of that good stuff. The form that you're going to fill out, if you are one of the 3 winners, if you weren't a winner, you don't have to fill it out, is down almost at the bottom of the description box. It's a Google form. It's like maybe 10 questions, and a lot of that is your address. So again, fill it out before tomorrow at like 5 o'clock, we'll say 5 o'clock Central. But let's go ahead and draw for a winner. So this first winner, even though your name might not show up on screen, there are quite a few of you entered, so don't worry. But my card will go to Gwen Simmons. Congratulations, Gwen.
Yay!
Gwen, if you want to let me know, like when you fill out your form, if you want the pink or the blue one, just let me know in one of those lines if you have a preference. Yay. All right. Now I need to get this set up for our next one. So I was just going to go in alphabetical order. Okay, I got to see if I can figure this out. For the next one, we're going alphabetical order by our real first name. not by hashtag. All right. If you would like to win Toby, aka Biddy Penny's card, you're going to type in hashtag Biddy Penny, all one word, hashtag BITTYPE, and it has to have the hashtag. And yes, if I didn't have to do the drawing, I might keep crafting too. Like, Yvette,
I'm
if you want
done
to put
now.
on your goggles,
Inky
okay.
fingers and all.
Is that what we're doing? Are we still crafting? No.
I'm happy to see that there's a lot of hashtags because I'm glad y'all liked the cards.
Yes, they were
And I'd be happy to
fantastic. I almost typed my hashtag in over there. I love both of your guys's.
I don't know why I'm so self-conscious these days. Like I've always just shared so openly, but these days I make something and I'm like, is that good enough to share? I don't know why I'm questioning myself so much, but I am. So it's reassuring that someone else wants the cards.
Right? I'm the same way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I have to work past it.
I think we're our own worst critic, probably.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right, we have about 30 seconds before we'll draw the winner of Bitty Pennies. Yeah, make sure to double check your hashtag. You don't want any spaces in there or to leave out any letters.
I added some of the little embellishments.
Excellent.
Oh, yay.
All right, guys. We're almost done. Get those entries in. All right, here we go. Good luck to everyone. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And if you've been here the whole time.
I'm on mute.
Oh, okay. If you've been here. Oh, congratulations, Lori. Congratulations. So, Lori, when you fill out the form, you'll just put that you won Bitty Penny or Toby's card, okay? And last and certainly not least, let me get it fixed for our next one. For this one, we won't make you type out her whole channel name. We're just gonna go hashtag Yvette. So, like it shows on screen, hashtag YVETTE. Go ahead. You got 2 minutes to get that in to get a cute little Easter quokka. And then once things slow down after we draw for Yvette's, we'll have like a minute or two if you guys have any final questions. So, whoa, after all of those Yvette's fly by, look at that. You can put in a question, but you might want to wait till it slows down because it's definitely going to get bumped now.
That's so sweet.
Yes.
They're precious, Yvette. And it's be nice for whoever gets it because they'll have a jump on Easter.
Right. All the holidays just come up so quickly lately.
They do.
Like when I was a kid, I thought, oh, it's forever until the next holiday. But now.
Probably because we're the ones having to foot the bill now.
That's probably it.
Right. And we're always working ahead.
Oh, that's true. And with grandkids, I've got to get well prepared, well ahead of time.
Yeah. You have 10, you said?
10.
Amazing.
I told them, stop it. You're breaking the bank.
Yeah, that would. Yes.
And the older 3, because they're teenagers, in fact, my oldest granddaughter got her license a week ago Friday. It's like, I'm old enough to have a grandchild that drives. But the older 3 are like, remember when it was just us 3 and grandma bought us all the Princess Barbies? I'm like, guys, there's 10 of you. Yeah. So I get used to it.
All right. 4 more seconds. Get in your hashtag, Yvette. Oh, all right. There the timer went. Let's go ahead and see who the lucky winner is. Congratulations to Hermelinda.
Hermelinda.
There we go.
And I know that because that's what my father-in-law used to call my mother-in-law. Her name is Erlinda, and he would call her Hermelinda.
Is that beautiful?
Linda is pretty, is beautiful. So.
Oh, I thought it was the opposite. I thought
beautiful.
Well, congratulations. And again, thank you to everybody who was here. If you were here the whole time, let us know over in the chat. Like I don't know, put some emojis or some claps or something, because you definitely deserve applause and a thank you. But thanks to everybody who did join us. Again, if you have any final questions, go ahead and get those in and we'll hang out for a couple minutes and then probably say our goodbyes. Does anybody here, Toby or Yvette, have anything you would like to say?
It's been wonderful. I love crafting and card making with my friends virtually and everyone in the chat. So thank you for showing up and hanging out with us. All of y'all's engagement is just it makes it amazing. So thank you.
It really
I-
does. And thank you, Alicia, for putting this together and inviting us to be a part of this. This was so much fun. And thank you for allowing me to test streaming it to my channel too.
Awesome. Well, thank you to you two, because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't even be here. So thank you for joining me.
Oh,
I
thank
had a
you.
blast. I think everybody over in the chat did. And now, so it's 3:58 Central, and like I mentioned before, Lynn of LV Handcrafted, she is going live in 2 minutes. Now, if you have on autoplay, it
Hmm.
might just automatically send you over to her channel. So I hope that it does. That way you can join in some more live crafty fun. And if it doesn't, I know that Nightbot has been putting that link in the chat. It might pop up and say, do you want to go to the LV Handcrafted channel? So I hope that you'll do that. I'm going to try to stop by for a little bit once I can breathe, and close up shop. But I thank you everyone for being here. And I guess, as you know, I always say, until my next video, I hope you're having a crafty day. Bye bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.